So, hi everybody. I've just been doing the preparation for flight. I've been checking everything we need to check. We had some weather going through earlier, so we've got quite a late departure. We were hoping to set off late morning, but it's now turned into mid to late afternoon. So we're just going to fly this little leg from here, in where we are in Lewoleba, down to Maumere. The rain's moved off, it's moved over to the west, so we should be clear down to Maumere. Looks like it's going to stay out to sea, so as long as we go fairly soon we should be fine. Wind speeds have dropped now, they're a little bit fast but it's not too much, 6 knots and 9 once we get out to sea. I was trying to explain the other day, one of the problems we get is the ridge along the middle of the island, so you can see there where the airflow just goes flowing from the sea straight up the sides of the hills and then slows down the top of the ridges, and that's where all the clouds form. The lightning has stopped now, there's nothing at all, and one of the joys of being in this area and Iceland etc is having to do the volcano check to make sure we were okay. That's the one we flew past yesterday, which is the massive thing. We'll see in the second one we take off with the white cap. That is an active volcano, Lewotolo, and it is erupting. So we're going to be staying more clear of that. We're just going to take off and go over this way, straight across and up. So we're going to go from Lewoleba to Frans, Xavier, Seda in Maumere. Not too far. It's that what, 25, 35, 40, maybe an hour. So from there, around that volcano, what's the next thing? Well, it's an inactive volcano, then down and then back round and across the bay. So it should be fun. Hopefully we won't get too much weather. Nice long runway, no scary landings like we had yesterday. It's going to be great. So let's get her up and running. I'm using this, it's a massive flight plan all the way through, so we need to activate this leg.
Aural warning, okay.
We'll put the brake on when we get the engines warm up. Okay, so that's got the leg activated, it's in purple. We'll just quickly put in 3000 for our starting departure. So we're going to use 02, which takes us out over the water, and then loop.
Whiskey Alpha Tango Whiskey traffic locked for 007 is taxiing to runway 20.
That's the active volcano up there in front of us. So flaps are in, configured for climb. We've got to about 1,000 feet and then starts to turn to the left. And if you're wondering why I said 1,000, because that way if the engine breaks we can just glide back hopefully, or at least make it to the other island over there, well, the volcano over there. Silly me, I've got to turn the alternator on, that's not very good. So I'd normally use a different aircraft for this sort of thing, a low wing, because you can't really see much out of these, it's just everything's in the way, so it's quite claustrophobic in some ways. And we're going to drop a parcel off at the next destination, which is... I keep forgetting the names. Gewayantana WATL, as I like to call it. So WATL's on Flores, which is this island. I can't remember what this island's called. See, once again the colours indicating that it has been erupted recently, but it's currently in a dormant state. So next stop, WATL. We will land and we'll deliver or pick up whatever we've got to deliver or pick up, and then we maybe go, I don't know what's on that island, but we'll have a look once we get towards it, and then maybe go and have a look at it. Depends on the weather. So we'll break off now and get in touch with you once we're further towards the WATL. So WATL's ahead of us.
Volley center locked for 007 is type Cessna Skyhawk 5 miles east of Whiskey Alpha Tango Lima 2,900 feet. Request flight following. Locked for 007 Volley center. Squawk 0426. Whiskey Alpha Tango Lima traffic locked for 007 is on final runway 28 to land.
Getting closer, I'm going to kill you, mate. Sheesh. Okay, that's us down. So we'll go and have a chat with the guys in there, and we're back in a bit, and we'll take off again. A few moments later. So we've dropped off some supplies, and we're going to be leaving again. All a very good quick turnaround. peak in the distance over there is Mt Egon. It's very, very high. We're at 6,000 feet now, and we'll probably have to go to 7 to get over it. We're going to follow the northern coast and then come in for a landing. Probably 10 minutes away now. And as you can see, there's a lot of cloud ahead. That's what I was showing you on the map earlier. There's a lot of build up. Probably going to be some rain as we go down, so things may get a bit sketchy for a while. Or it might not, it depends on how it is when we get down there. We'll take play by ear. Worst comes to worst, we can ditch in the sea. Anyway, we're going to start descending now because most of this is over the water. Let's give you some lovely views. Most amazing thing is I haven't seen a road anywhere, so I'm guessing these people have to get around on tracks. Oh, there's a road over there. As soon as I say I haven't seen a road, one appears. Always the way. But yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that you either fly, you go by boat, or you stay where you are. A lot of nice rivers around. And the reason we're stopping here is because there's a Grand Prix later. In about 2 hours, I think. Well, not a Grand Prix, but it's qualifying for the Netherlands or Dutch Grand Prix. So we're going to try and find a TV set in this reasonably large town. There you go, Mt Egon. As you can see, that's been active recently, quite a lot of ash around the top. And if you're not aware, the sunset and sunrise is generally much earlier sunset and later sunrise in the regions towards the equator. So sunset here is 6:30 in the evening, local time. Whereas currently, I think in the UK is probably 7:38. Of course, we're in summertime, so we're facing towards the sun a bit more than they are. Hence the equatorial regions being equal to the equator. So in summer the equator basically moves, well, the sun effect of the equator moves to the north, and in our winter it moves to the south, hence you get the southern summer. So the equator line, basically that moves north in northern summer and south in southern summer. So we're going to have to go below 2,500, so we'll go for 2,000. Wow, traffic. I've not seen traffic for a long time. So there's the airfield over to our left front. We're going to land on T1, I think it is.
Tower locked for 0071 miles northeast, 300 feet to land.
Locked for 007 tower. QNH 29er.8 tree, wind 179er at 10. Enter right base, runway 2 tree. Locked for 007, wind 179er at 10. Cleared to land runway.
So I'm glad to see those large buildings down there in such a built-up area, because that means we'll probably get a good internet. Yay! Get to watch the qualifying. Some nice food, and maybe a beer. And then tomorrow we'll do the next leg.
Locked for 007, turn next taxiway. Locked for 007, contact ground on 122 decimal tree.
I think we could probably shout to them. We don't really need a radio, do we?
122 decimal tree for locked for 007. Ground locked for 007 taxi to parking.
Locked for 007 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway locked for 007.
Okay, well that's us finished for this little bit of bleh. We'll try that again. Okay, so that's us finished for this little bit of the lake. And tomorrow we'll set off and do the next part.